All right, so I hope I'm not early. It's 11 p.m. here, but it should be 5 p.m. in most of the Caribbean. So, what can I say, boy? What's the vibe? Last video I was under the light and I cut my hair. Everybody else saying that. They didn't talk about the shiny dome and all kind of thing. We here to do some freestyle in maths. So here's how we will do the freestyle in maths. I've done this for many years on YouTube. I go into the Discord channel and Zach was the scene. So I go into the Student Hub Discord channel and I go on the maths section, CSEC Maths, and I am like, send me any multiple choice question to do. One at a time, please. Because one person is want to send my whole paper like what that. One at a time, please. So on the CSEC Maths channel in the Discord, CSEC Maths channel in the Discord, let me know. Yes, I have cut off all my hair. Shine. When you reach my age, there's some things it's had to do. Well, we can see. You can see. Don't conk me out yet. I still have a little thing. As I'm waiting on people to warm up and send me some stuff. Just now, how can I expand this again? Yeah, so as I wait on folks to warm up and send me some stuff, I just want to say that there's already strong content on YouTube. Two things. You can already just search Cohen Springer Paper 1, and anything you see in Paper 1 that I did, there's some series of videos, hours upon hours. You can go and watch them. That's all. That's good. It's evergreen. It will get strong in Paper 1. I do some of them on topics. I do some of them on years and all kind of different things. And be careful with answers. I've been saying this every single year. Be careful with them answers, or they be pulling from the internet. Them answer scripts that tell you what each answer is and thing. There's some that going around that have like 20% and thing errors. Like it's some student who do that. I don't want to believe it's a teacher who do it. There are some channels on YouTube that have some wrong answers as well, unfortunately. But most of the like big channels, like if you check Adaptation, myself, Terry David, that's like the three biggest channels that I know. And I know those persons personally. They will have correct answers. Don't don't learn off the wrong thing. Don't learn off the wrong thing. All right. So why people call it names and thing here? I'm waiting. Let's go and see if I got any questions in the Discord channel. Boom. From Dariusaurus. From Dariusaurus. So send your questions on Discord and the Student Hub Discord and the CSEC Maths channel. I'm there right now. So what is the gradient of line L? So to get the gradient in this situation, a very common style of question, you need to make y the subject of the formula. So I'm not really interested in this 9 that I'm going to affect it. That's just going to be something to do with the y-intercept. So I really just want to make y the subject of the formula. 9 would come across, but it's really the x and what's happening here. So I already seen it's going to be 7 over 3. But here's how I saw that, right? When I bring across everything, I'll get negative 3x and negative 9. Sorry, positive 9. But once again, I'm unconcerned about that 9. That 9 has nothing to do with the gradient that the y-intercept with a change into. Then you divide everything by negative 7. Understand? To make 1y the subject of the formula. Negative and the negative cancel, and you get 3 7s being there. That's the number I'm concerned with in the form y equal mx plus c. So the answer for that question is 3 over 7. If you understand that right, I understand. All right, thank you, Rochelle. Rochelle broke the rule. I say send 1 at a time. Rochelle send 2. All right, but Rochelle, I can take the first one, and if nobody send anything yet, I'll take the second one. Thank you, Rochelle, on the Discord channel, the Student Hub Discord channel. The annual interest rate on a mortgage on a house assessed at a value of this is 5 cents on every $1. What is the interest paid on a mortgage for the first year? So for every $1, you have to pay 5 cents. So how much you'll pay for $100? If $1 is 5 cents. $1 is 5 cents, $10 is 50 cents, and $100 is $5, right? So I'm fully agree with that. Now the reason I go to 100 is one of the faster ways to do it. You could also do a find for one method, but you do. Did I say 3 over 7 and circle 7 over 3? 3 over 7. I didn't already wrong answers here, boy. 3 over 7, yeah. So 3 over 7, 3 over 7. So we all understand why I say 100 is $5 for every $1. Yeah, so this is one of the faster way to approach this question. Zach, give me a chance. This is one of the fastest ways to approach this question. So you have 450, 1, 2, 3 divided by 100, cross. And you have this amount. Now that looking like 4,500 to me. If I multiply that by 5, how much you think I'm going to get? It's going to be somewhere around B. So that is the answer. You don't need to go and work out that. Per se, there's nothing close to B. 4 5s are 20. So, yep. So far, so good. Now, there's different variations to this question. There's one with a land and something else. I think there's one with a car too. So I think this one of the fastest approach, like bring this out of the cents. Yeah, that's one of the fastest approach. Just quickly mash it up in a multiple choice. What other approach would you use for that question? Let me see who else sends something. So Rochelle talking to me in Discord, yes. All right, so here we go. I'm feeling weird saying Rochelle because Rochelle is the name of a teacher. I know she actually teaches social studies in the student hub, but that's her first name, and I just call her Miss George. So like saying Rochelle feel like, you know, the area of the compound shape above. All right, English is English. If you're in English, me not to say. The area of a compound shape above in the terms pi is, all right, so the area of the shape, do we have, well, so we have 15, 27. So let's say 27 minus 15 is 2, 12. Yeah. So this is 6 and this is 6. So now we pretty much have everything we need to get the area here. This is one circle because 2 semicircles make 1, they're identical, and one 15 by 12. So we have a 15 by 12. I know this is 12 because this is 6 and this is 6, right? So we have 15 by 12, whatever that is. So you all could give me that number. Hold on. They're writing a special way. I understand where they're coming from. I see where they're coming from. This is the same as 15 by 12 here. And let me see what is the area of this circle. So the area of the circle is pi r squared, which is pi r squared. Leave it in terms of pi, so don't do anything with the pi. Look at 22 over 7. The area of the two semicircles come together. Remember, this is 6. So this is pi times 6 squared, which is pi by 36. So what I'm saying, 15 by 12 is the same as this 36 by 5. Like if I reshuffle the 3, I bring the 3 to the 12. 3 by 12 is 36. And I divide by 3 here, I get 5 by 36. And then you need to work out the answer. Now the reason why I'm saying that is 5 by 36 or 36 by 5. And I also have 36 by pi. And if I factorize all the 36, I will get B. So I don't need to we call it 18 or whatever, 180, whatever. So if you understand that, tell me I understand. I'm gonna make sure I circle the wrong answer. You know, the thing is go. Them as shaders. Nice question though. I hope you understand that now, Rochelle. All right, nobody send that question. Somebody in the Discord say the Urbaz say, "Sir, I would have sent a whole past paper. Yes, time stuff." Oh yes. So those of y'all who just popped in, my warning is that y'all could just go and look at stuff that I've already done on YouTube. And the second warning is, don't just take any answers unless you from off the net as the lawyer, and they would be taking down wrong things. On TikTok, I have a video from last year. I think I have it with all the correct answers for years. I give it to the crash course. Zach, are you using that? You wouldn't find a mistake in that. Why? Because as the student I always do things proper. I never make a mistake in my life. That's not true. I make mistakes. But I don't leave no mistakes on the internet hanging around or anything. And the kind of mistakes I make is not it's like circling the wrong thing. The distance L at an elastic string is people can make mistakes. It's okay to make a mistake. The distance L that an elastic string is stretched by hanging an object of mass m varies directly as the mass of that object. If a 5 kilogram object stretches, Chavi, I'm alive here, boy. Smoke nothing. So I'm coming with the tablet cartoon thing here. I just read in the comments here. So let me see if I can read this over. Why this looking like physics? Elastic string is stretched by hanging an object mv, or it varies directly as the mass of the object. Okay, Hooke's law, yes. So L varies directly with m. If 5 kilogram object stretches the string 31 centimeters, so this little weird because Hooke's law has the initial length and then the extension. So this kind of little vague. It's probably assuming like the extension started at 0. So maybe the person who come up with this question, maybe they didn't know what they was doing, but we can see. So 5 kilogram object stretches the string to this probably just means the extension of the original. How far will 29 kilograms? Well, 5 goes into 29 6 times. So we're going to hit this and multiply by 6. 6 by 31 is about 6. How about this? It's a little more, it's a little less. Oh, is a little less. Is a little less. So we're looking at around this. Yeah. So what I did is I was like 5 kilograms going up to 29 kilograms. I basically multiply by a little less than 6. So if I have 31 centimeters, I just need to multiply that by a little less than 6. 180, 179 is the, you understand? Nobody in going and whip out a calculator and try to do this, because if you whip out your calculator, any multiple choice, they could send you home. Tell you, yeah, take that slip and go home, bro. You're not allowed to use calculator in the maths multiple choice, right? How was the maths multiple choice, ladies and gentlemen? Was it cake and ice cream? That's it. We have no more questions. I've done all the tough questions. So what you all need to do is go into the Student Hub Discord channel. For those of y'all who have never experienced this Student Hub Discord channel, sorry for you, but you can find the invite link on the Student Hub page. I'm trying to find the Student Hub Instagram page here to get the invite link. It's on this link tree, the Student Hub. So I just copy the link tree one time. And click that link here, and there we go. So you click that link and you go to the Discord invite, and you can join the channel completely free of charge. Let's see if anything else come out here. Nothing, bye. Nothing for the people, them yet. It was good in ways, says Zach. So I just sent the link there. You can click the link. I can give you the Discord invite directly. Most students have Discord. Well, Rochelle, right now, Rochelle carrying the whole team. Rochelle, what? Rochelle, again, all your questions answered tonight. So here we go. One at a time, people. One at a time. Based on the information, ZR, so Z to R is this, is, yes, Rochelle, I'm doing it. In the parallelogram, R is the midpoint of XY. So this is middles. So this is ZR is WX. So ZY is the same as WX plus, what are you using? WZ. So WZ divided by 2 and backwards. So half, negative half of WZ. So let's find that. Negative half of WZ and WX. So that is what ZR really is. Make sense? So this Z to R is really the same as W to X, because that is parallel and identical in size. So this is secretly WX here. The key to vectors is finding another way. I mean, at this stage in the game, you need to know that. And you're going back here, half of what WZ is, but negative because you're going backwards. So I send one more. Look, where you send now one more? No, I'm not seeing anything. So yeah, I'll send up thing. WX minus, don't forget it's minus half of WZ, right, Kevin? All right, Tamar, I don't know how to pronounce this girl name. Tamara Kaiv has provided another question here for the people then. So in this method, I'm only getting to do the tough questions that people, how in the world to do this question and you're not too sure what you see online and thing. As I say, online have some sus answers. Here what to do. Let's make more people come on the live. I'll take a screenshot, post it on your WhatsApp and say a little Maths P1 revision. Cohen Springer is alive. I see somebody asking on my channel, is Cohen Springer alive? It's like, wow. The volume, that's killing me off here, man. This time I Netherlands eating ice cream. The volume of the cylinder is 3 centimeters. Okay, so who asked this question? By they just a simple pi r squared by height as the volume is. Leave it in terms of pi, so it's pi by 3 squared by height, 8. So how much is 12/8 is the end, 9/8, sorry. How much is 9/8 is the real question here. I am always here. My content is evergreen. And right now I just letting the student up build number. So the student up post, then they're doing their thing, focusing on other things. So yeah. Send more things, people. Let's go see. This is a paper 2. Don't send no paper 2 here for me, Rochelle. If I see a paper 2, they are logging out one time. One time. I waited on the next question, folks. I'm waiting on the next question. I have problems with. So we had to eat as mashing in a sushi here just now. That sushi was slapping. Every now and then I feel for sushi. So we could do some English for tomorrow. I don't do English. I find English is something that if you didn't get one in English, parents supposed to just get licks one time. Ariel, no need to. I'm taking this little piece of box that's happening here. I'm here for 56. Big up the people who doing maths after a long time. Natty the princess. You say you're 56, but you have a kind of teenage girl named there, boy. Natty the princess. Sushi, I don't know about that, but humble, right? Cool. All right, let me go and see if anybody sent any questions yet. I'd show them a Discord screen here, but you know now. So what we're doing is we actually taking questions from students, and you can send the link to the Discord to the students, so they could for the newbies now, the new people around here to go and send some questions to do. The respondent is selected at random. What is the probability that has a positive attitude that he has a? Oh, this is the racist question earlier. Good thing they didn't say what ethnicity is this. Ethnicity P and ethnicity R. 100 persons from two major ethnic groups, P and R. Respondents were interviewed about their attitude towards mathematics. CXE traditional sensitive areas here. Positive. What is that? Here's a positive attitude towards mathematics. Well, they don't really care about who it is. It's just 37. 37 of them have a positive attitude out of the 100. So that's 37 out of 100. So that's B. That's the answer right there. All right, let's see what else we got in the stocks here. Before I do Rochelle's question, let me do Josiah's question. I appreciate that Josiah question in HD. Watch this. This question in 2 pixels. Look at this. Clean, neat. All right. Big up Josiah. Somebody looking like again questions from back in 1999 and a man pays 60 cents for every 200 meter cube of gas used plus a fixed charge of this. How much money does he pay? Like you write this question or Josiah when he uses 55,000 meter cube of gas. Now I'm in feeling to do this by this is easy, but this I gotta divide and 9 or something. So good luck. All right, I can do it. Plus a fixed charge. So 60 cents for every 200. So 55000 divided by 200. Cross. 2 goes into 500, 250 times. So 2 goes into 550, 275 times. All right, a man pays 60 cents for every 200. So I multiply this by 60 cents. This making any sense? Where you get this question from? So, all right, 275 multiplied by 60 cents. And then I had to add. This feeling like it's real unnecessary, boy. Multiply by 60 cents, so I'll just multiply by 6. 42, 5. You know, long me multiplying numbers and think what this man have me doing on my off season, but I don't multiply in the month of June. 6 by 2 is 12 plus 4 is 16. Bring it across. This was a 0, right? 165 earlier. But always here they don't do that. I need to add the 13.75 to it. This is the only one I've seen at 7.5, so that is a A. All right, next up. Have a different version to that question. Oh, that come from the SB. I don't tell me that question from my book, because oops. Like, probably not from my book. It's an error. Paste. Why this question don't want to come in the right angle for right real? We had to read this question sideways. Don't want to come in the right angle. The area of a rectangle in centimeters squared is x squared. The equation that may be used to find the value of x is that the area is equal to 2 times x minus 4. Who sent this question? Send me your parents' number one time, your parents' WhatsApp number. Send me that one. Send me your parents' WhatsApp number. We have to make a little emergency message to them. What's going on with you? That is a tough question. All right, so let's keep going. I hope you're seeing it there. The zoom in and thing on some of these things. I know these people sending me prehistorics right now. Pi is equal to 22/7. Major sector is this. That's 115.5. Okay. Now what I want. If the area of the major, then the diameter of the circle in centimeters is Gida. All right, so the area of a circle is pi r squared. But the area of 3/4 of a circle is 3/4 pi r squared. So I don't need to do any theta over 360. Just 3/4 pi r squared, right? And I'm going to say this is 115.5 is equal to 3/4 pi r squared. And what I want, the diameter. Lord Father Jesus. So they say pi is 22/7. Nothing here could really divide or anything. Oh, I could get 11s taking place here. 2, 11. And I multiply this by 2. So, excuse me. So let's bring this up and multiply by 2. So we're going to get 100 by 2 is 200. And 15.5 by 2 is 31. So 231 is equal to 33/7 r squared. What we want, the diameter. Hit this question at all my might. Yeah, this. What is this? What is the meaning of this question? Well, I get this question from 231 times 7. 7, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, right? Hopefully we do that right. We don't really care at this point in time. And 33 r squared. Which one it feeling like? But maybe we went about this question wrong. Maybe we were supposed to do a guesstimate kind of vibes. Maybe we were supposed to do a pita. Maybe we were supposed to do a theta, substituting the answer. Understand where I'm coming from? Let me just try. Let me pause for a while and try for a theta here. Theta means take the answer and plug it in and see if you get it now. So 115.5 is equal to 3/4. Because nobody want to be multiplying by 7 and dividing by 33 and then square rooting and approximating and all of them kind of stupidness. And I see the x of c here. So let me start with c. Nah, I'm not starting with c because c is 40. Now just start with an easy number, 7. So pi 22/7 r squared is 49. And see if this is equal to close to 115.5. So this is 2, this is 11, 3 by, this is 33, 2 by 7 is 14. 14 going to 33, 2 times that. This is real close. It's real close. 14 going to 33, 2 point something times is this, is 7. 7. That's the best way to do it. Plug in the answer and see which one come as close as possible. It's an approximation test. So let me just double check now to see how accurate I was. You all understand what I do there? Times 22/7 times r squared, pi r squared. Yeah, it's that one. So the best bet for this question is not to go through the whole math with it. It's to take each one of the answers, take the nicest, easiest looking one to start with. And you go with that. It's a freestyle answering tough questions people sending are doing requests right now. I like a maths DJ here. All right. Net, you who send me the easy question, you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Why people sending me this? This is one. This question keep coming 100,000 times in nuts. So the image of point P12 under the translation. Translation mean you're adding -5, -4 is equal to -4, -2. Whoever send me this to, yeah, send your parent number one time. Just send the WhatsApp number. Matter of fact, send the family group invite. Let me jump in that family group there and tell them what's going on with their favorite nephew. Joshua Who's this? Is Joshua? The power of iPhone. Joshua sending me iPhone things here. Wait, iPhone fix it out for you? Like, I mean, like a copy and paste an iPhone do this here? I have iPhone and I never see my iPhone do that. In a rectangular garden, plot 15 meters long and 12 meters wide, and an area of this is used for the vegetable garden. What area of the plot is left? Who's sending me these things? Why? 15 times 12. Already sending me multiplication things to do. Everybody okay across there? So it's 15 times 12. I could take the 2 and say it's actually 30 times 6. 6 3s are 180, right? Take off the 80. You have 100. So I'm not too sure. Understanding the difficulty in these questions. Zach, talk to me. It didn't look a little. Don't tell me on this June the 4th here, people still in pot being cooked. Still are people being cooked here. This man say my iPhone is garbage. And this time I had the latest best iPhone. Go and tell Apple the iPhone 16 Pro Max is garbage. Well, maybe I get the bootlegs. What is the following set? Which of the following sets is defined by this? So this symbol here is important. It means include the -2 and the 4. So D. That's what you call a quickie in these parts. Thank you, Net. Continue to send those easy things, Net. Let's worry the whole family now, Net. This person's name is Net, and I need to start to pose the people who send in these questions at Net. Code name Net on this Discord. How many triangles are congruent to ADE? I don't know if you can see it here, but that is him right, ADE. So from this, I could see that I could get, I'm trying to draw. Again, next one there, congruent means same size, angles, everything identical. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them will fit inside there. Yeah, this and it on the CSEC Maths Discord. Student Obo Renero. Just thanks for just I have Josiah Chalo is one of the tutors and his head tutor and the student he's Sarah Renero send this. And those of you who from class, you know who Renero is. Everybody know who Renero is. Renero from Batica in Guyana. That man give me trouble whole year. You know? The set X thing where X is an integer, blah blah blah. So this is the same thing. So include the 6, and this time we're not going to include the 10. Notice this is just a less than. So we start from 6 and it's integers. So 6, 7, 8, 9, no 10. Hard luck there by 10 boy and make the cut boy. So A. Yeah, but I run errors and these questions. So you know the thing go. I'm fed up do this pineapple juice question. I run errors and here boy. Renero, I feel like do this question with you 3-4 times in class already. You know what's going on, Renero? Why you keep sending me this question, Renero? At this point, Renero trolling. At this point, this man just love to see, let me see if I can make him do this question again. The pie chart above shows the preference in drinks of a group of students. Each student may select only one drink. 12 people select chocolate. So that is 60. So that means in all is 12 times 6, which is 72 is the total. Oh, that's the answer. That's the answer. That's the answer. All right, next. Who is IB12? The question's starting to rain now, boy. Starting to rain questions on my here now. Right now, Guyana is a real. No, I am not Guyanese, so I could only say certain things about the country I'm from. Like I could say anything I want about Trinidad. Trinidad is not home country. But right now, Guyana on a different level, boy. Every time I open the news for Guyana, it's some kind of thing what going on with Guyana there, boy. If X is 10 meters from Y, the height of YZ. Elections is election year. Election year in Guyana has always been a movie. It's the election year. The height of YZ in meters is. And so if anyone are looking for a good series, I'll run out all the anime series already, and are looking for a good series, tune into the Guyana election year series. That's going to be real vibes. If X is 10 meters from Y, the height YZ in meters is, this is 60, this could be 30, right? Just to make sure. Let's see who tan. Since 30 is the one I use most, like we try that. So if I use in 30, and I want YZ, I will have to use tan. So the tan of 30 is equal to the opposite over the adjacent. So tan of 30 multiplied by this 10, this XY, this is 10, and this is the one that we're trying to figure out, YZ or ZY, whatever you want to call it. 10 tan 30, which is A. The answer is A. All right, so I did go there. You have to bring this and see that this is 60 and this is 30 as well. And then I try the 30 first. I don't really care to try the rest. Okay, so moving forward with life. Gina Yun, you have been selected. Come forth. Let's see what you have here. See if you're representing Gina Yun. The surface area of the compound solid in centimeters squared is agreed by Gina Yun by. Not surface area to calculate. No wonder your profile picture is this Gina Yun. All right, so we go forward. So 13, we're trying to figure out what is this length here. Oh, shucks, this is 13. So we have what this length is 10. So let's do this shape here first, Gina. Ignore that curve line here. That line don't want to stay flat. So that the reds will now be 13 times 10, which is 130, excuse me. So let's do the green. And by the way, there's two of the greens. There's this and the one behind. So the greeners, that's a parallelogram. And the green is going to be 8 plus 10. So that's 18 here. And this side is 10. Half the sum of the parallel sides. Half of 18 plus 10 by the height, the perpendicular distance between them. So this is 9 12s, 108. Hopefully, Gina, I can double check that. And then we have the blues. Blues are 10 by 10. So the blue is 10 by 10, which is 100. And then we have the blacks. The blacks in the background. And we done? No, it have the belows. So the blacks is 18 by 10, which is 180. Don't forget the belows. The belows. See why I don't want to do this question? Why am I multiplying 12 by 10, 18 by 10 on a good day like today? And I could be, walking around the tongue of Amsterdam, eating schnitzel and whatever. I don't know what the thing is each. So 130, 108, 180, 100, 120. We're going to add up all of these. And we're going to have a surface area there, folks. You see this man from Guyana, that Guyana word. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that word. Some words from some countries, I don't know. Like if you're allowed to say. Here boy in Netherlands for a few more days, then I heading over into Germany. My Name ist Kevin Springer. Tschüss. 100, 180, 108, It have an 8 here. So whoever 8 here, did I get an 8? Excuse me, where I get an 8 from? Ali, I need to check over all of this. I get distracted. The surface area of the compound solid, 12 by 10, 10 by 10, 18 by 10, 13 by 10, and it's two of these. So two of these will indicate that I have a 6 going to end. So it's either this or this. Because it have 2 108. So that is really 216. 216 plus 100 plus 130 plus 180 plus 120. So 6, 10, 4. Again 4. A. Again A. Start a traveling YouTube channel. Why this person getting a different answer than me? Boy, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Bring across. Yeah, again 7, 4, 6. A is the answer. A is the answer. And don't ever send me a question like that again. Never again. I just kidding earlier. I just having fun. I love to do this. So the diagram not drawn to scale shows that the angle of depression. That's not. Excuse me. The diagram, blah blah blah. Angle of depression. So this is the same thing. So if this is 35, this is. That's not just not use 30 and 60, right? I hope I do the thing right. So this is 55, and this is 35. So this is the same thing. Which one have the most? The 35 have the most. So if I want 35 and I'm trying to figure out yz, it's going to be the tan of 35 is equal to yz opposite over adjacent. So yz is 12 tan 35. Turn out to be tan again. Now, if you didn't see this, I would have checked with the 55 and I'd get the answer of the 55. A plane is flying. This coming here, but from eBay. I don't know how to pronounce this man's name. How do you pronounce his name? IB, maybe IB. IB is a vampire. So from Vampire Man, IB, a plane is flying in direction, boom. So that is this plane going in this direction. This is north. This is 045. Changes course. So it now changes. It was going in this direction and now it changed course to, so it was going in this way and it changed course to 135, which is here. So by 90 degrees. Clockwise, here, 90 degrees. 90 degrees, my brother. That is come all the time. So good to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you all who have been revising, when you see this question, immediately, what do you know they're asking? Immediately. On site, when you see that question. Why there's always give me this question every year to do, boy. This next question there. Who sent this question, boy? Akida, boy. Yeah. So anytime you see this question on site, this question mean LCM. Smell that there is some good LCM. What's the least number of apples? And if you see the light blinking, and when is the next time it all blink together? LCM of 6, 10, and 15 is 30, and you move on with your life. Quick maths. So if you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, boy, this is the nasty question. Yeah, this question is show up all the time. So what you're saying is your iPhone could clean up pictures when you take it. I never tried that, you know. All the time I'll be using my computer and thing. Okay, I'll check it out sometime. At a bank, EC is equivalent to this. For every $1, they're teething 10 cents of your money. That's smelling like a Caribbean bank. How many EC dollars will you receive if the exchange is 1,000? Oh gosh. So if everything was everything, you're supposed to get this. So basically, you could use C. My wife calling me there, boy. Yeah, babes.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I'm a YouTube live right now. I'll call you back.
Okay. All right.
So, so basically we could just go with C, because if they're taking off 10 cents for every amount, it's really like for every $1 you're actually getting $2.50, and then $1,000 will be 2,500. Why that feeling like I'm running into a trap for? It feeling suspicious. This is not the one. This is not the question where I'm running into the trap. All right, let me see the next one. My wife don't like them kind of shine up thing, and she see this YouTube video, she gonna be like, "I'm to you, boy." See this question get in trouble too. Oh no, this was just the same last question there. Oh no, this is a newbie, a new question. A calculator which is marked at $120 is purchased for a 30% discount. I don't know why I'm writing it over. I just feel to write it over. How much change would Susan receive if she paid 100? So you got 30% off. 3/10. Fine. Let's see how much is 3/10 off. I could look out 7/10, but just feeling to do the long thing right now. I don't know why. 36 less. So 120 minus 36 is 94. No, that ain't making sense. 84. $16 is the answer. So it costs 84. So $16 is the answer. Let me see if the people let me see if I run out all the questions there. Oh no, every time I think it done, is more questions to come. Here comes Gina Yoon again for the people them. Boy, Choco, I ain't really following football these days, to be honest. But I definitely will taking a match when I'm in Germany. I'm going across in Germany just now. Might watch a Dortmund game or something. The following diagram shows triangle ABC and its images A prime, B prime, C prime, A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. After triangle ABC undergoes a composite double transformation. Okay, fine. What would Jesus do? All right. What sequence of transformation on the map triangle ABC until its image A double prime, B prime, C prime? All right, let's see if we could go on here. So this is a reflection in this line. This is the line x is equal to 1. So you're done looking at a reflection in line x is equal to 1. And this is definitely a translation. You went down 1, 2, 3, 4. And you went backwards 1, 2, 3. All right, let's see who's talking about that. 1. I showed the number, there was 1. So A is the answer. Reflection in the line x is equal to 1, followed by a translation of -3, -4. UEFA Nations League. I can look into that. So 40 students. So I know this is a popular question people struggle to do. Like if you didn't go no lessons and thing, boy, and your teacher never teach this, how to figure this one out. 40 students. So you have a few ways to do it. You can do the variation. Let me see if I can remember the primary school method. 40 students will take 20 days to paint a wall. So 40 times 20 is 80 man hours. So you need 80 student hours then to paint the wall. So how many days will it take if we have 10 more students? So if you have, whoa. 800 Kerwin. 40 times 20 is 800. Right. So if you have 50 students now, 50 times who is going to get us to that 800. And you divide by 50. 800 divided by 50. Cross. Angry. Miserable. 16 is the goal. 16. So it's 16. So 16 is the answer. While it's in a quarter less, let me just double check it. 10 more students are added. So I add 10 more, so I end up with 50 students. 50 times a certain number of hours need to get me to 800 man hours. And 50 times 16. So 16 is it. So that's the primary school method. The secondary school method is the variation method, where we'll be like, okay, number of students is inversely proportional to the days. So S is equal to K over D, and you try to find the constant. So you plug it in. 40 is equal to K over 20, cross, and you get, why am I crossing? What's going on with me, boy? I get K is equal to 800. So the constant is 800. So now I have S is equal to 800 over D, and I can substitute. So if I know that the number of students is 50, 800 divided by D must give me 50. So I just do a little swappy swaps, and I'll get D is 16 again. Yeah, boy. And then take a clean cut. And then YouTube said they ain't recognizing me. What is the measure of BAC? They free marks. If you don't know this, how you do the paper 2, friend? That's the first thing they teach you in construction. That's the first thing. That's not the first thing. They teach you to bicycle line and things first. Next question. By selling a bag for 1,140. If I do a next live tomorrow, you know that live gonna have 1,000 and something people for selling like late minute thing. By selling a bag for $1,140, we shall incur a loss of 5%. At what price should he have sold the bag to gain a profit of 5%? I don't understand the question. What? He sell this, he incurred a loss of 5%. Yo, where does person get this question from? This is a demon question here. where this person get this question from? Key. All right, so this means that this represents a 95%. Right, so 95%, yes, very good, Overlord. This represents 95%. So 95% equals 1140. Nobody here wants to find what 100% is, because you need to do 1140 divide by 95 multiply by 100. Yuck. At what price should you have sold the bag for to gain a profit? Well, if you want a profit of 5%, this is the 100% now. You need to multiply this by 105 over 100, and that means he's gaining a 5% profit. So this will cross with this, and 5 goes into 95 19 times, more yuck. 5 goes into 105 26 times, 21 times, sorry. And what else? Does 19 go into 1140? A nice clean number. 19 into 1140 is how much, earlier? So this is the worst question we do for the whole day, because this question has a real trap card in it. Real trap card. Plus you have to go and divide and multiply these numbers. I think, as I tell you, nobody really wants to be doing this in a multiple choice. You just want to get 2x is equal to 6. What is the value of x? 60, it goes in 60 times. Okay, I'm taking your word for it. So 60 times 21 goes in 60 times. Boom. So 60 times 21 is 1260 D. Now this was the hardest question we do for the night. Make note of this question. Who sent this question? Well, I'm going to memorize that name and blacklist that name. I'm going to remove them from the Discord channel. Akida. Yeah, same. It's an easy question. So you think it's necessary to do joint papers given that? Yes, and the more the merrier, sis. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. The cost of a machine is estimated to be decreasing at a rate of 10% every year. If its current cost is this, what will be the estimated value of the machine? Oh God, boy, yeah, oh God. Following now with these people, boy. So 10% means I go down to 90 out of 100. Then I do it again, 90 out of 100. So after you get that, you have to multiply by it again. Okay. Cross. 9 by 9 is 18, so you really want 60 times. 9 by 9 is 81. So you really want 81 times 60. Yeah, so 81 times 60, 8 6s 48 and 60, 4860. C, 4860. So yeah, it's just the multiplication and all the little arithmetic you have to be doing with these annoying questions. Who sent that question, boy? Akida, you don't send no more question here. Go and watch outside or something. I don't know. It's still light in Trinidad. It's night here right now. It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock in the night, boy. Or whatever country you're all from. Shout your countries in the chat day. How long will a speedboat? This is back to Jen here. Gina Yun. How long will a speedboat take to travel between two harbors, which are this apart if it travels at the speed? So is either listening to me super easy questions or questions made by Satan himself? I'm gonna say that. Questions made any idiots listen to me. So or they can't get in between, or they don't know how to be moderating this chat. All right. So yeah, but this is an easy question because speed is distance over time. What do you want? The time? The time. So time. So I think I yawn here, but that was a good yawn. It's distance over speed. And everything is everything. Yeah, so there's 1808 divided by 120. And they tell me what that is, I know. What they ask for? How long will a speedboat take if travel between two harbors? If it travels at the average speed of, yeah. So how much time is this going to that? I guess you get an approximate value. How much are they getting? Waiting an answer, 15 and some change. So 15 it is. So 12 into 180 is 15. Okay. 15 it is. This is a CXC question. Don't remember seeing that number in a CXC question, and I do all. I do all the CXC questions you could ever do. I'm not in Germany right now, eh? Right now I'm in Netherlands. In the diagram, PT is parallel to QS. How? PT? Oh yeah, PT. P to T is parallel. And QR is equal to RS. QR is equal to RS, which means this in the middle, right? Then the ratio of the area of TQS to the is 1 to 4. 1 to 4. Because there'll have 4 of these triangles, 4 of these small triangles, and 2 of the big one. So the area is 1 to 4 of triangle. Well, 4 to 1, the big one on top, 4 over 1. D. Now that's a strange question. Big up whoever sent that question. That is the kind of questions I want to see. Warrior. And hear the name, warrior. Proper things. It's time for me to go in. I'm not supposed to be here 12 o'clock in the night teaching this thing. Students, look what this man do. What year this man pulled this question from? Who want to estimate the year this man pulled this from here? This is back in the time, back in the days where they used to use them slow scanning machine that's scanning. A student use a rod to measure the distances. 3.6, I hope, and that is 3.6, 5.8, 4, and 7.2. What is the greatest length of the rod if it fitted each distance? So when you see greatest length, what they're asking for here, immediately. So what they're asking for, if you see this now, if you see this, well, this is back when Christopher Columbus was writing this exam. But anytime you see this, you know immediately what's the greatest. It's 3 letters. Last time was one thing. Remember when you talk about the I forget what the question was on the LCM. Hold on. Oh shucks, yeah, it's 2 to 1. Ollie, I get take here. I didn't stop and think. I want to redo. It's 2 to 1. My bad. So everything I said was correct, but I just didn't stop and think. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the triangle of the small triangles will fit in this parallelogram, and only 2 could fit in the big one. So that it means it's 4 divided by the 2 that could fit. So it's 2 to 1. I apologize. It's 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1. So everybody, please take note of that. If anybody left the video and they was like, 4 to 1, and they leave and they missed that, sorry, please come back and check. It's 2 to 1. It's 2 to 1. That's a slight mistake. All right, now boy, Zach boy, oh gosh. And the bench right now, 5.4 and 7.2. So yeah, when you see this, there's nothing called 8 cm, Zach. Big star student, you is Zach, and you're saying 8 cm. 8 CF, right? So you're looking for 8 CF. For some people, they say GCF, greatest common factor, highest common factor. So the biggest number that could go in all of that is 18. 18 could go in this. 3s, yeah. And it could definitely go in that. So 1.8. 1.8. 1.8. So let's get the next one. Nah, don't worry, it's Zach. Zach is my boy. Ting, ting, ting. When 6 is added to a number and the sum is divided by 3, the result is 4. When 6 is added to a number and the sum is divided by 3, the result is 4. Okay, next one. I just do this one. What kind of redo is this, boy? People sending me thing I do already. Renero, is that you? Renero, don't tell me you change your account name there. It's saying from here. A certain amount of money shared among J, Troy, and Jordan in the ratio 2:3:9. If Troy receives 40 more than J, this is J, Troy, Jordan. So Troy get 40 more, and Troy that represent 1 part. So 1 part called 40 more. 3 minus 2 is 1. Excuse me, how much parts in all? Total parts is 13, 50, 40, 14 parts, 5 and 9. And then the amount of money shared is 14 times 40. I doing the right thing here? 36 or some kind of thing? Yeah. 160. 560. 560. So yeah, let me move on. So I remember to tell everybody to like and subscribe. Big up yourself, boy, Cruiser boy. You're doing the necessaries. You're doing the Lord's work. Thing. That really make me laugh. I come on my channel sometime today, I see somebody asking, is Kerwin Springer alive? Is Kerwin Springer alive? Like they're really concerned for it. In a triangle PQR, angle P is equal to X and angle Q. This has always be the last question in the paper, but they're going to you see, last question in the paper. P is equal to X, Q is equal to 2X. And then they will ask you what this one is. So it's 180 minus 3X. Yeah, 180 minus 3X D. What you going to see? You're going to see that's the last question. I have plenty maths left to teach, boy. I tell you, these questions starting to feel really repetitive now. People sending me the same thing and stuff. So I have 3 more to do here. 3 more. And then we go pull down the curtains on tonight's program. But I think we should pop back in tomorrow with this. I like how this went. You get to see some new questions, some new styles. Styler. Not. The trapezium with... Oh, this man know I used to live in Ram 9 Street, boy. I leave Ram 9 Street since 2011 or something. Who are you, Darrell Khan? Darrell? 2 centimeters. The trapezium with height each. So this man have my ID card and all kind of thing. The height of the trapezium expressed in terms of x. Area is x squared. So area is equal to half the sum of the parallel sides by the height. So if I want height is equal to 2 times the area divided by the sum of the parallel sides. So 2 times x squared divided by the sum, 2 plus x minus 4 is x minus 2. So who's saying that? 2x squared x minus 2, answer is A. Or you live lower down. I'll wake up you. So I now come from the student hub. Leila, no one can be told where the student hub is. The student hub like Neverland. Are the duck? Leila is the duck boy. Big up the almighty duck boy. Send some duck emojis in the chat. Leila picture was a duck for the whole of the crash course. I shouldn't say the almighty duck. God is the almighty one, but you know, the duck is also mighty. So if the area of the major sector is, apparently I'm zooming in more and more here, I could not do that, please. If the area of the major sector is 515, then the area of the circle is a little bigger. So that is like 5,6 equal 515. I put 1. It's time for me to rack up here. 515. So the whole will be reciprocal. 515 times 6 over 5. Now how did I get 5, 6? Well, remember it is 60, so this is this means you can divide into 6 parts. So this is like 5, 6 of the whole circle. So the whole circle will be multiplied by reciprocal. 5 into this, 103 by 6, 18, 618. 618. The time is 12:10 here, boy, earlier. 12:10. It feels really early in the day for early, and feel like study sessions now starting, now warming up. Time for me to be sleeping, boy. Ting. All right, every year people will send me this question, so let me just do it one time. Every year people will send me this thing. ChatGPT help all you in terms of studying. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much did ChatGPT help you in studying? On a scale of 1 to 10. I'm on the 10s, we never use that. Yes, chat has helped me. 3 out of 10, it helped me learn my calculator. Oh, yeah. Could have learned the Casio. 1,000, 0 out of 10. ChatGPT's first days. Just give you motivation. Yeah, boy, chat is glaze here. Zach, if you talk about glaze, chat is be telling me all kind of thing. See, you're helping the children in the Caribbean. You are such a good leader, this, that, the other. I think I'm like, wow, I've never seen it laying on thick so far. So thick. An estimate of height of the building can be obtained by calculating the height of the building. So I want this plus 1.6. So definitely don't want to subtract. And I'm looking for tanners most likely. Yeah, because I dealing with a 12 here. Yeah. 12. The tan of 40 is equal to the opposite, that this little h piece here, over 12. So h is really 12 tan 40. This piece here is 12 tan 40. This piece here. Then I need to add on an x. What is this? 1.6. I need to add on the 1.6. It's 12 tan 40. Add on the 1.6. A. I real humble in a boy. I real humble. Like humble. I cool and humble. Why? 120 students writing an exam, 100 expected to pass. The estimated probability that is 20 going to fail out of the 120. 1/6. 1/6 will fail. 1/6. Zach don't make me song so now, but for real dog. 1/6. So that's the go. We do a good bit of questions. I feel like we do over 60 questions. Let's see, these are the questions that we do. We do all the tough questions. So by doing it like this, I get to ignore the easy questions, and this is a request. So maybe tomorrow we could come on and do some more DJ requests. Maybe earlier, maybe. But what I want to say is that on YouTube, there's a lot. On my channel, I think there's some on Mr. Terry channel. We don't really tackle. You're not supposed to do paper ones online now by CXC. It's gone bad for the paper ones, but now they're not really doing anything, to be honest. I see a certain country print the whole paper ones and give it to the students. So I don't know what is that. So, and CXC never pull up on them. So I have no idea what is that. So I just cracked down on the YouTubers. Anyhow, so there's a lot of good stuff on YouTube already. Be careful. Big warning here, ladies and gents. Be careful with bootleg answers. You see them answers sheets that are going around on TikTok and in them WhatsApp groups and thing. If you see the student have name on it and it's the original student have answer sheet, it's good. Good things. The answer sheet that we send the students, quality things. Oh, Terra's on right now. Let me see if the Terra's on right now. No. Schedule for the 6th of the 6th. So he have one. He have one coming up in 2 hours. He have one coming up in 2 hours. So that's it. So, and a touching here. So maybe I could do one early tomorrow. And then I'll touch in on the 8th. So I will touch in 5 o'clock tomorrow. And come in on the 8th. Is Terry David a reliable source? Yeah, Terry is a reliable source. Terry is a reliable source. He was on YouTube before me. So with that, very few people I would actually say that for. Even for him, I don't like to say thing and next thing somebody said now. But yeah, he's a reliable source. He's a reliable source. And some people prefer his style over my style. So some people prefer my style over his style. But it's all good. It's good. Adaptation is a reliable source as well. Solid. Make IT simple. Solid. The same time, Shania. So tomorrow, the same time, I could pop in. And what time it is I start here? 5 o'clock, 5 p.m. Tomorrow we could probably do a longer session tomorrow, like go right up to the doorsteps at Terry session. And could pop in. What else? Any other questions before we bust out? I've seen some. In the meanwhile, what you could do is check out my paper one streams. And there's some series on different topics, like I explain each topic. I never meet nobody, so look at Penny on the screen here. I never meet you. If you get mute somebody, mute you. It was me. Maybe you say something rude and an admin mute you, or maybe YouTube mute you. YouTube is mute you if you say something that's wrong too out of time. So what is the best advice to revise paper ones? To do as much as you can. Make sure you have the correct answers and correct them, and just keep doing as much as you can. So if you, I know it's all over the internet. Let me see if it's on my website, because that'll be an easier search for those of y'all who some of y'all don't have TikTok on your phone right now because too distracting. I wonder if it's on CSEC Maths Solutions. Yeah, if you go on Kerwin Springer website now, www.kerwinspringer, you'll see. Springer.com. Free things. You'll see a picture of it. So go check that out. Yeah, is that wait? If you like it, let me show you. Download, bang, and well, it didn't have everything, but it have enough for you to study for these last few days. It have that's how much papers is this? The whole thing will be on my website, right? That's from 2020. So we need to do the Jan and June for 2025 now. Jan and June for 2025. Now coming. But this is the one. So if you see this sharing around, this is good things. All these answers reliable. Correct. So keep in June. I have to be in Guyana in August, but I wonder if there's a good time to show up in Guyana. That's right before the elections. Mr. Serret. Yeah, well, from what I've gained from learned from Mr. Serret, what I've seen online, he seems solid. I never check his multiple choice answers, so don't hang me if anything happened there. But the vibe that I get from Mr. Serret is a solid vibe too. Sometimes it's just get the vibe now, boy. So you do keep subjects. Well, the student hub. See this thing here? This little piece here. Student hub. Best thing ever. Organize yourself. Look it up. WhatsApp the number. Can't wait for Friday to be done. To be done. Elections into November. And elections in September. Yeah, that was say, but I'm supposed to show up in Guyana in August when things gonna be hot. And now I hear next man enter the race, the political race. That is EM, as I don't know how to pronounce his name, is Azruddin Mohammed. What about Delhi Maths Concepts? So I looked at that channel for a little bit and I saw that he was doing some stuff, and I sent students over to the channel at the time, and his teaching was good. The style though, like the style of teaching reminded me of, I don't mean no shade whatsoever, Delhi, if you're watching this, but it reminded me of how my teachers taught. So it's a kind of more old school style of teaching, which some people gravitate a little more towards. So my pedagogical style is a little different, as you can see. What about Bali? Who is Bali? Bali, who is look like me on TikTok. Well, Bali's do accounts and thing. I know Bali, I shake Bali hand and thing, and he come across like a solid chap as well. So I think I've seen this name a lot, Lennox. I met him. He's from Jamaica. I met him in Jamaica, but I haven't looked at his stuff that well. And I've seen some of my students complain that there were some errors. So I talked to him about it, and I think I'd mentioned something like that to him when I was talking. So I can't. I think for PP Maths, he's the man. I think he's popular for PP Maths, but I'm not too sure for the others, right? And you see some people complaining here. So Lennox, if you're watching this, I'm not coming down on you or anything, eh? I just saying what I've seen in the chat here. So somebody send an advanced paper in the Discord and delete it. I don't know how it come out. Oh, you mean that come already? Okay, so I think everybody ready to bust out and go and study. That's enough chatter. So ladies and gents, thanks for joining me. We will pop back in tomorrow for our next session, revision of multiple choice paper 1. When I'll pop in for Uncle Terrace later, I can tell him I say hello. Love and blessings.